Welcome back to episode 2 of Can We Be Real? Can we be real? Can we be real, but can we actually be real? Because I have teenage twins, okay, and we have to be real about the pros and cons. They're only just baby teenagers. They're 13. Listen to me, I'm talking to them about them like I talk to them like they're babies. They are 13. And I remember when they were little and they were very small, and the lady at our post office in our neighbourhood, she said to me, they were literally, I think they were 2. And she said to me, oh, I've got twins too. I've got boy-girl twins. And she said, they're 18. She said, wait till they grow up, these two, and they start rooting each other's friends.
Oh, wow. Yeah, of perfect age.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I never thought about that because they're boy-girl, you know, and they say they've got... Well, I don't think that's going to be an issue, but as I say, they're only 13. But there are pros and cons to having boy-girl twins. Like they are in the same grade at school. They know all the same people. And they're massive dob artists. So it's brilliant.
On each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a spy on each of them.
Right.
Tailing each kid all the time.
In the same grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
At the same parties.
Knowing everything that's going on.
And eager to tell me.
Yeah.
So eager to tell me about every thought that crosses the other one's mind. Because they also tell each other everything.
So is dobbing a behaviour that you want them to, like, do you want them to dob?
Yeah.
As in, you don't say, oh, come on, guys, dobbing. Like, no one likes a dibber dobber.
Yeah, I do
like,
say that.
Yeah, right.
But I still want them to.
Right.
And I know they will.
Yeah.
Because they love it. They absolutely love it.
Right.
They love to maybe sometimes even just sidle up to me and just tell me what's up.
So what kind of stuff?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything from, you know...
Cigarettes.
Oh, God, no.
Well, it's 13. You don't know. Like 13...
I do know. They are so lame. Like, oh, my God.
You want cigarettes?
No, I don't want cigarettes necessarily, but I mean, when I was their age... You know,
oh, yeah, you would have been...
Oh, mate.
In Toowoomba.
Oh, mate, yeah. I mean, they...
Smoking like a chimney.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my Christ. Pinching mum's smokes, pinching dad's rum, like, you know, everything into it.
But this stuff's coming. For you.
I don't think it is with these two.
Well, maybe not 13, but 14, 15, 16.
The way they talk about kids who vape is like they just are so scandalised.
Right.
And anyone who smokes actual cigarettes, you'd think it was crack. Like they just can't even get their heads around it. And every now and then one of them will just say to me, did you used to smoke, Mum? And I'm like, you know the answer. Like, I know you just want to go through this whole pantomime. Like... Yes, I did. Like, you know. Yeah. Yes, you know I did. They're so straight. They're very, very straight. But just the slightest thought. It's so lame, the things that they dob on each other for. But that's great.
So that's a pro. That's a good thing.
I believe it is. Yeah. But it's also a con.
Okay,
because it's really boring. Like, it's not as if there's anything interesting in it. Like, you know, if it was, oh, she's been smoking. Okay. That's interesting.
Let's deal with this.
Yeah.
Let's deal with this. Right.
But it's more, you know, she spent more money at lunch.
Who cares?
So much.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I spend most of my time just going, I don't care, guys. Come on. I don't care. So, yeah, it's in theory good. Because there's nothing that happens in their lives that I don't know about. But again... The con, there's nothing that goes on in their lives that I don't know about.
Yeah.
And their lives are really boring.
Yeah. Ramp it up, guys.
Oh, God.
Do some more shit.
Bit of showbiz.
Can we
just get a little bit of razzle-dazzle?
Yes.
I mean, yesterday I thought, oh, here we go. Got the text from the school.
Yep.
Louis has been marked absent. I went, oh, really? Because I happen to know Louis had his school uniform on and left this morning, got on the bus.
Wagging.
I thought, hello, is old mate down the chicken shop.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah, some real shit to deal with.
Something I can work with here.
Yes.
Rang the school. I go, g'day.
Ready for it.
G'day, how you going? Just wondering what's going on here. And she goes, oh, I'll check. Rings me back in 5 minutes. Oh, no, Louis in class. That was just a mistake.
Oh,
of course it was. All right, thank you, bye.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lift your game, Louis.
That's not going to happen. No.
Did you ever wag?
Oh, Christ.
Why did I ask that question?
What do you mean?
Yeah. You know? That was a dumb question.
Yeah. When I was their age, when I was 13, I had a job at the shop across the road from our house. I used to run that shop while Doug, the owner, went to the races.
Right.
You know? I was selling smokes to other children.
Yeah.
Like, these kids, I don't even know when they're going to fire up. I don't think they are ever going to fire up.
Well, I mean, if you've got twins, you could always write into Meshel, DM her and let her know what's going on with your twins at 13 or 14.
Yeah, or do you have 13-year-old nerd at your house?
Yeah.
Do you have a very lame child?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's great. I'm joking. I know it's great.
Well, it makes it easy for you. But you want some...
In a
You want
way.
some excitement. You want some fireworks.
It makes it easy in a way, but they're also always there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, don't you want to go and smoke down the pier?
What if-
Because I could do with a break.
Maybe you're the fireworks in the house.
I know I'm
And-
the bloody fireworks.
Right, so
in the
you're the
house,
fireworks
mate.
and maybe the kids...
Yes.
The
fun stoppers, cock blockers. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
The fun stoppers, cock blockers. Is that
Thanks, Mum.
appropriate? You know, everyone celebrates women, certainly women of a certain age, just talking and just telling their truth online, like on their podcasts
Yep.
or their blogs or their vlogs. And I really don't, to be honest. Like, I've had a gutful. I don't want to hear anymore. I have a friend who has a podcast, and if I have to hear about her dry vagina one more time, I swear to Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
It's too much?
It's yes.
It's too much information.
It is. And also I'm like, well, girl, I just don't want the message getting out there that we all have dry vaginas, because frankly we don't.
Right.
Like, I think that she's sending the wrong message to the world.
Yeah.
And she says to me, well, no, I'm speaking for, those of us who do. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't. And I don't want some people getting the wrong idea. Like, a lot of us are not in that camp, babes.
Right.
And we don't want the wrong message getting out.
Well, this is your podcast, so get your message
Well,
out there,
thank you so
mate.
much. Well, this is just... Look, I have a lot of great messages. A lot of really great positive...
So what's your message?
Well, today my message is this. This woman I saw... And this is a young woman. And the message she was putting out blew my mind. I was like, girl, I'm sorry this happened to you, but I don't think you want this message getting out. And then there's a little bit of like, oh, this happens to everybody. No, it does not. I'll share this with you. This happened... She said this on TikTok. Didn't need to be said.
So I was 17 and I farted really loud, and it suddenly felt like I laid an egg. Like I was sitting on a tennis ball in my bed. Like I was lying on top of one and I couldn't get comfortable. And I'm walking around. It feels like something's like, I was like, did I like shit myself? Like something's just out. And I can't figure out what it is. And then I go to the bathroom and I look and I'm like, do I have a penis? Turns out my uterus fell out, which doesn't usually happen until you're in your mid-70s when your pelvic floor decides it's given up. Turns out when you push when you poop, it weakens your pelvic floor, and it does that so much that your uterus could fall out or your rectum.
Yeah.
And you just have to stick it back in.
Stick it back in.
No.
You don't stick it back...
I don't know what you do, mate, because...
Yeah, what has happened to you?
No,
but
and it's not
too
going
much
down.
information.
Too much information.
Yeah.
And also she's putting it out there that it just happens. Oh, it just happens to people in their 70s, or it happens when you push too hard when you poop. No, mate. No, mate.
No, mate, that's a very unique situation happening there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's called a prolapse. That is not something that just happens, and it's not something that just happens to people in their 70s. What the fuck? Why are you putting that out there? Nobody needs to know about that ever. Not ever. But I think that's a conversation for you and your doctor.
Yeah.
It's not for you to be putting it out there to the world.
But hang on, how many views did it get? Because that's...
lot.
Like, yeah, so that's...
A lot.
That's where you...
Women are weird.
That's where you maybe it's...
I just think women are weird. And then I found it on Kids Spot, where they just love sharing the most macabre stuff. Oh, this fell out of me. Gather round. Like, no, don't tell people about what fell out of you. Nobody ever wants to look at you in a certain way again once they know
Things are
something
falling
fell out of you.
Yeah.
They don't, it's like all those awful jokes men used to make, when I was a kid, and dads used to talk about, you don't want to be down the the catcher's end or the wicket keeper's end when your wife's having a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Remember all that awful stuff?
Yeah.
And I know, and the men know they're not allowed to. Well, they can't say that in front of women and all that anymore. But they think it. Men still think it. And you don't want to put those messages in the world and go, yeah, you're right, you should think that because, whoa, stuff can fall out of us. Oh, my word. The shit that can fall out of us. Oh, Christ. And sometimes we just have to poke it back in. Oh, it's disgusting. We are just, no. Why put that out?
Yeah, mate.
No.
It's not. It's a no.
The message we
no.
put out
is What should she be putting out?
She should be putting out. We are amazing goddesses. We're incredible. You want to get in there. You want to get in there. Don't worry about what can fall out. Nothing but rainbows and glitter. That's all. You know what can fall out? Joy.
There you go.
Happiness.
I don't feel like that's getting as many views on the TikTok.
I don't care.
I'm just if that's what she's going for.
I don't want views. I want dates.
You want dates?
I want views. I don't give a fuck.
The engagement. That's what she's going for.
I don't want engagements once at a time. You know what I mean? Like I just want.
I feel like this moment's happened for her and she's just gone, this is going to be a viral sensation.
Oh, but no one's ever going to want to go near her vagina ever again because they're going to be like, what's going to fall out of it? I don't want to be around when something falls out of there.
Yeah.
I'm not shoving it back in. And I don't want to be around when she's shoving things back in there.
Yeah.
You're going to touch that? Who knows what's going to... It's fragile. Things fall out. She just poops and things fall out of there. Like, as if I'm... as if I'm mucking around with it.
Nearly one half of all women between ages 50 and 79 will have a prolapsed uterus.
Bullshit. Who wrote that?
Google.
JohnHopkinsMedicine.com.
Hacks. Hacks. Bullshit. You know what they're chasing? Engagement.
Yeah, there you go.
TikTok.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's on their TikTok account, isn't it? Oh, and then we just shove it back in.
All right, so this is my favourite part of the podcast.
Same.
Secrets and sparkles.
Cheers.
Drink
up, girls.
Yeah. Rip right into that one. It's not the best.
Oh, no, it's like terps, isn't it?
Okay, so if you have a secret in your life and you want to share it with Meshel, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio of the podcast. It's also in today's episode bio as well. Just click the link, share your secret. We will disguise your voice. We will not share your name. And then Meshel will dissect the secret.
Just really thoughtfully, really carefully. Yeah, absolutely. Just we'll talk it through together, just like my girlfriends and I do.
You love secrets.
Oh, my gosh, I live for them.
What is it about the secret that you love so much?
God, we all have them.
Every single person.
Yeah, except I feel like I'm a really open person. And also, when you're a comedian and you're on radio, I mean, secrets are such currency. I feel like I've
shared them all?
Shared all of mine. Like, I don't have any left. I don't know. But, God, there's nothing better. Women, we love them. We sit around. Usually, for me, I'm in Donna's spa. She's my bestie, and we're just sharing other people's secrets, or we're sharing family secrets.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
A little bit come up then.
And so maybe you don't have any secrets going on in your life at the moment. You can use these secrets and share these with your friends.
I last week took them all back to the spa.
Right.
Oh, my Christ. Okay. It was a big one.
All right. Well, this is secret number 1.
When I was in high school, I was bullied by a few older girls.
Yep.
And those girls came into the restaurant I was working at the time. And when they came in, they were sitting down for dinner together and they were really rude to me. And I thought, fuck you. So I went behind the bar. This is really disgusting, I know. But I spat in the glass of one of the girls' drinks. Poured the drink on top of the spit, gave it to her, went back behind the bar, watched her drink the whole entire thing. And I thought, yeah, suck on that. And then years and years later, like 20 years later, I've met a lovely man and ended up marrying him, and turns out that she is his cousin. So we actually get along now fine. And we're often at family events together, but I just don't have the heart to tell her that, hey, 20 years ago when you were a bitch to me, I spat in your drink and you drank it.
Oh my gosh, how could you ever tell her?
Yeah.
How funny though. Now you're friends. Surely, I can't believe there hasn't been a night on the Sparkles
Yeah.
where she's told her. You'd think you'd go, oh God, Kayleen, I've got to tell you something.
What a great moment, though,
It's brilliant.
to see them there. They are rude when you're serving the drinks.
Typical bitches.
And you just think, and she gets to watch her drink the
Because I
drink.
think she was restrained. I thought for sure she was going to say she pissed in it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe she did.
Didn't you?
Yeah,
think
maybe she
that?
softened it for us.
Oh, I don't know.
But how are you doing that behind the bar?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Haven't we all pissed behind a bar?
I guess so.
I knew a girl once who brought dinner for everybody at work.
Right.
Obviously, it wasn't a restaurant.
Yes.
It was a brothel.
Okay.
When I was working reception in brothels
That's
many
right.
years ago.
Yep.
And she brought noodles, Singapore noodles that she had cooked at home. And it was a big swallow from you then, you looked very nervous. Yes. And she had pissed in the noodles.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you got to harden up, mate, if you're going to work at a brothel, right? You're really going to have to harden up, okay? You're going to have to...
Just,
Come on.
is it necessary?
Well, sometimes it is.
Okay. All right. This is secret number 2.
My secret is, well, I'm 52 years old now. From about the age of 34, I've been keeping a secret, a big secret from everyone. I have been having an affair or affairs with different people over the years since I was 34. I'm on my second marriage and still going with the affair with the other man. And no one would know because I come from a single parent family where my dad did the exact same thing to my mum and had lots of different women, and so when I even hear about things like this, I'm obviously appalled, and all my friends are like, yeah, no, she's the high moral ground, so they would never even suspect a thing. So, yeah, it's been tough to uphold with kids and husbands, but I continue to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're all busy, babe. I get it. But you make time.
That sounded like it was hard for her to share that.
Well, it was. But
She didn't like saying the word affair.
No, but she has been doing it for 18 years,
Yeah.
so it's not that. So, yeah. Oh, gosh, that's fascinating, is it? So the whole family's like, oh, God, people who have affairs are the worst in the world. She's like, oh, I know, I hate it. But she's been doing it for 18 years.
Yeah.
I think there's an element of, like, wanting to be that powerful person. In her family, her dad was the powerful person because he's the one having the affair and everyone else is heartbroken. And now she's the one having the affair. You know, she's not the victim of it. She's the perpetrator. So there's
She's
a
in
power
power.
to that.
Right.
That's just my sort of 10-cent psychology. But I, last year, was seeing a guy for a while and I knew that I was his bit on the side. He was in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah, and that surprised me about myself.
How does that feel?
Felt great.
Felt great.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, but in terms of his relationship, it just, I was
Well,
surprised.
because you're not doing anything. You're just doing your thing, aren't you?
Yeah, but prior to that, I would have always been that woman who said, oh, that's terrible that you are complicit in it.
Right.
But then when it was happening, I found that I just didn't think about it at all. I didn't think about the other relationship.
Yep.
He would talk about her a bit. And I just wasn't really interested, you know? So it's weird. It's weird how I think as you get older, I think you can care less about that kind of stuff. You're less
care less.
judgmental.
Yeah, because you've seen more.
Yeah. And you see how relationships work a bit more.
And you understand it's harder.
Yeah, it's harder.
In reality, a relationship is hard work, right?
It is. And sometimes people can change to the extent that, oh, she doesn't want sex anymore. Mm-hmm. And that's not the relationship. That's not where I'm at, is what he's saying. And I could think, yeah, I totally believe that.
Yep.
That happens, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's get into our third secret. Is it a third secret? Mm-hmm. Yeah, our third secret.
I work in admin and I'm stealing cash from my workplace. Normally up to $100 a week, but the most I've stolen in one go is $500. I figured out a way to do this without being caught. The only thing I feel bad about is lying to my partner when he asks me why I have cash in my purse. I use the cash to pay my bills. The $500 I stole went on my power bill. The cost of living is out of control, and until I get a pay raise, I'm not going to stop stealing.
Oh, God, she's got to be careful. I've met people on my other podcast who've gone to jail for that.
Yep.
And it racks up really quickly.
Sure.
People who say it was $100 here and $100 there.
Right.
Next minute, it's $500,000.
Over a few years, it'll,
Yeah.
And they all think they're doing it in a way that they won't get caught.
Totally.
Of course that's what they think.
Yeah, and also they all think that it's fair in some way. They tell themselves, oh, it's the cost of living. It's just crazy. Like, I need it to pay my bills, or I work extra hours, and so, or, you know, it's really chilling actually to hear that lady say that. And I feel like she's saying, I just use it to pay my bills. Like, she's justifying it or rationalising it. Like, I don't gamble it. I don't drink it. I don't put it in the pokies. I'm just paying my bills. Like, that's really chilling, don't you?
Do you have some advice for her if she is listening?
You got to stop.
Stop.
You got to just stop and pray that. This is an awful thing to say, because I feel like this could mean that she doesn't sleep for a very long time. But hope that they don't ever go back and find it. Because just if you stop today doesn't mean that they're not going to, someone...
You owe the money still.
Yeah, someone isn't going to look at the books and figure out, you know, this whole, oh, they'll never... I do it in a way that they won't ever find it, mate.
They'll find it.
Yeah. I worked... It's weird because we were talking about it when I was a brothel receptionist. I worked in a brothel once, and the owners realised money, and it was done in a way, because we had a lot of discretion as receptionists. We could give discounts all the time to clients to get them to stay. And they realised money it just wasn't adding up, wasn't making sense, the books. And they never shared that information with any of us receptionists. But they installed secret cameras, and they had them there for months. And eventually they found the lady.
The thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know what
Yeah.
they're thinking, what they're noticing. It's
Well,
horrible.
stop. That is the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine a worse feeling?
Yeah, I feel sorry for her.
I can't imagine the
I
feeling
feel
of being
sorry for her
caught
because-
stealing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how
Because
awful.
it's, you know, she's in a shit situation.
Totally.
Clearly she can't afford to pay the bills.
Yep.
But she's doing the wrong thing. you
Yeah.
know, and then she's digging a bigger... that hole is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So.
And you know how life gets worse? When you get sprung and all your family and friends know, oh
You're
my
fucked
God.
up.
And you've got to go to court.
Yeah.
And you're so humiliated, and you're
Yep.
unemployed now. And you can't get another job, and maybe you've got to go to jail.
Let's just hope this is just... it hasn't been going on for that long. That the bill that she has to pay is not that big.
What's
Yeah.
the case for turning yourself in then? Would
Oh,
you ever?
Fuck, I don't even know. It's making me... I don't know if it's this shit champagne or what it is, but I'm actually getting heartburn. Oh, it's so frightening to me. Gosh.
Yeah. Not a good scenario to be in at all. But if you do want to share your secret with Meshel, just click on the link in the bio of the podcast and also of today's episode, and you can share your secret
I'm just
with
thinking,
us.
you know, when you have a credit card and you just... this is probably just me, and I don't have any credit cards anymore because I would I would so underestimate always
Yeah.
how much I've spent on it.
Totally.
So badly.
Yes.
And I reckon I'd be like that with this. I'd think, I'll probably just...
It's 500.
Yeah, totally.
I can pay that back.
I'd be that person and then find out it's like
50 grand.
500 grand, you know? Oh,
I just say though, I feel so bad for that person.
Oh, totally.
Because we've just gone through with the other secrets. But are you having an affair? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's
you're
all
such a
good.
cousin.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had
good
such a
for you.
cousin.
Like, what are you guys smashing me for?
Oh,
It's like,
because
You're
I've-
stealing money? No way.
Because I've met the people who've gone to jail. Like, I just have
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah.
mind and their stories of them saying, I thought it was so much less than it was. And then it was, it's heartbreaking.
that is a great point. Do we need to be consistent with our judgment?
No.
My judgment...
Or we can just throw it
I'm not-
around as we feel?
Of
No, we can be like
course.
emperors just doing this thing.
Of course we can. But no, honestly, my judgment is fear-based for her.
Yeah.
Because I've met the people
Yeah.
who just go,
Totally.
it's time for, oh my God, I love that. Which I do love. I love it when I see things. I tend to see them late at night on Instagram. Oftentimes. I buy a lot of shit from Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I started in lockdown. Just go, yes, I'll have that, thanks.
Sure.
Might be a garlic press.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh
So
my
just-
God, I love that.
Right, so just bang.
I'll
there
take
it
it.
is.
Thank you so much. I saw something the other day. I thought, oh my God, I love that.
Right.
And I was like, my dead dad would have, I fucking love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's a car toilet.
A car toilet.
Yeah. What it is, and I'm sure you can visualize it as I just say car toilet, but I'll walk you through it because there.
Is it in the boot?
No, this is it. I was going to say in your mind you might have a few variations of what they could be, but it's oh so simple. A car toilet is very simply, imagine like, you know, in hospital, if you've ever, I don't know if you've been in this situation or you've probably seen them, those bowls they have
In the weird shape?
yeah,
Well, what-
kidney bowl.
Yeah.
When you can't get out of bed and they go,
Just piss in that.
yeah, you know, Pop needs to go to the toilet. We'll just pull the curtain around and you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
And then a few minutes later, some lady comes out with a
Has to
bowl
take it
with
out.
something over the top of it and you're like, Christ,
What a gig.
kill me before I ever get to that. Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's kind of one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a bowl that
Yep.
size and shape, right? And it's got on top of it, it's got a toilet seat, which is hilarious. So it gives you the comfort, like those camp toilets.
Right.
You know, they make them look like a proper toilet seat.
Yes.
So it sends your brain a message like, "There's nothing wrong with this.
Yep.
This is okay. Okay, just be comforted by it's a toilet just like at your mum's." And then so it looks like that. And then inside of it, it's got like a little garbage bag. And oh, this is my favourite bit. It's got like a seat belt.
So you can stay safe while you're
Oh
pooing.
my God, it's so important.
Yeah.
And more so, what's really important is that when you're sitting on top of the car toilet,
Yes.
is that no matter how many bumps or potholes or whatever may come your way, it stays attached to you. You don't want to go flying off the car toilet.
No.
You know, whatever.
Now I'm just picturing that scenario with
So-
a few bumps
Right.
as you're backing one out.
Right. So
That's
come what
not a,
may, you want to make sure that the car toilet is, and you are one. You want to make sure that you are one with,
Is that so there's no spillage?
yes, you are effectively closing the circle
The
of
seal.
life with, you
Yeah.
are sealing
The deal.
Yeah, the car toilet. And so, yeah, it's very clever. So you do up the seatbelt on the car toilet.
Yep.
And then you have your normal seatbelt on. So
Yep.
you are safe.
Double safe.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You are
Yeah.
Captain Safety.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're just there still chatting away. You're still giving mum answers to the crossword up front. Whatever she needs. You're still singing away to Katy Perry. Whatever's happening, you're just still involved.
Baby, you're a firework.
Yes! Ever feel like a plastic bag? Oh, I can feel a plastic bag right now. Just tickling my nethers. And yeah, you're still involved because you've got no choice. But
Totally.
maybe you have that moment where you just kind of black out because, you know, it's hard.
happens.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you're all done, you just quietly unbuckle and then you tie up that plastic bag.
Right.
And then you,
Fling it out.
yes, fling it. Fling that bag. Well, that's up to you.
Yeah,
That's up to
That's
you.
littering. You can't
you
do
can't.
that.
You don't want to litter.
No,
but maybe you know would happen in my family. This is why my dad would love it, because he hated stopping on a journey. Oh my Christ. He hated stopping on a journey.
So he would love it.
Oh God, he loved it. He would be so angry if you'd go, I need to go to the toilet. Oh, the fury. Oh, so if you could just keep going.
Totally.
If the kids could toilet.
Dumb and Dumber style.
Yes, if the kids could just toilet themselves in the back and he could just keep driving on through. Oh God, he would have been so happy.
Did you buy it?
No, I did
God.
not. Yeah. No, I'm not like my father in that regard. And also, I don't trust my children, frankly. I know exactly what would happen and I would end up with shit all over me.
Are you still in the Kia Carnival?
No,
okay.
I literally blew that car up.
Did you?
Yeah. I never got it surfaced.
If anyone sees Meshel driving around in Melbourne a little bit higher.
No, I'm in a Holden Craptiva, actually, perfectly enough. No, I blew up the carnival.
Did you?
Yeah, I never got it surfaced. And it started pouring out black smoke. And I took it out the exhaust and I took it to the shop and I go, what? It's broken.
Yeah.
Why is that happening? Can you fix that? And they went, no, mate, you've
never
actually
serviced the thing.
blown up the engine.
But how much did you save not servicing it? I mean, this is
So true. Yep, you're right.
You know.
You're right. It works out in the end.
Yeah.
And I really hated it too. So, hello to the good people at Kia. Actually, I'm an idiot. We will buy some of those car toilets and we will give them away to listeners.
Great idea.
To you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm such a fool. I can't believe I did not buy those. So we will buy them. It's very real. It's a very real thing. I'll buy a couple of them and we can give them to you guys.
How do we win? We'll decide this later. We're doing this on the spot. This is an on-air meeting right now.
Details.
Yeah. We'll sort that out later.
Anyone who just wants their kids to shit in the back seat while they're driving.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really...
All right, now
They'll present themselves. These listeners will present themselves.
ChatGPT is scaring the shit out of a lot of people.
Not me.
Not you, though.
No.
No, you love it.
Oh, I love it. No one can do what I do. No computer can do this.
Right.
Like, good luck,
Yeah,
mate.
you can't be replaced.
Oh, good luck, Steve Jobs. Oh, that's rude. He's dead. But look, the other thing that it can do is horoscopes. That's what we've discovered, and it's bloody great at them. We're not going to bore you with everyone's horoscope. We just want to zero in on which star sign's going to really struggle. Who's going to be on struggle street this week.
Yeah. All right, let's have a listen.
This week, you may need to confront some difficult truths, Aries. It's important to be honest with yourself and others, even if it's uncomfortable. Use your inner strength to persevere through any challenges.
How awful. You're going to have to be honest with yourself and others.
Yeah.
Oh, how gross.
Yeah.
That's not sounding like a fun week to me. That's sounding like fake COVID and stay home.
Okay.
That's what that's telling me, Aries.
Yeah.
How easy is it now to just have a week off?
What's the scenario that they're going to have to be like potentially honest about?
Oh, who cares? It's just gross. Whatever it is, it's like
Because no one wants to have that.
It doesn't sound
like,
good.
Confrontation.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like, oh, you're going to have to be honest about the fact that everyone's in love with you and it's really obvious, and you're going to have to be honest about the fact that you've lost 80 kilos and you're in the best shape of your life.
Yeah,
and
right.
Doesn't sound like it's that.
Right.
Sounds like it's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're going to have to be honest about the fact that people at work are all getting fired.
Right.
Or
There's
something
layoffs,
horrible.
redundancies.
Yeah, or your flatmate needs to move out.
Right.
Or it does not sound good. So however you can avoid the most people, I say do that this week.
COVID.
Yes, ideally, bung on a COVID. Bung on a COVID. This is the week for you to bung one of those on.
There you go, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, beauty.
That is it for today's episode of Can We Be Real? Our second episode.
Although Aries don't know.
Yeah.
Aries, you can't.
No,
it's
stay
too
home.
much, too real for
Yes.
you guys. Yeah.
If you would like to share your secrets with Meshel, go to the bio. The link is there. You can share your secret. We will cover up your voice and you will be on the coming episodes. The upcoming episodes.
Please do. I'm loving the secrets. How generous
Yeah,
of
they
you.
are great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you next Tuesday.
I beg your pardon. Wow. Gosh. Oh.